Dear judges of the International Court of Justice, I am a Papua New Guinean European living in Australia, and my name is Mahealani Delaney. But I doubt that you'll remember that, because by now you would have heard countless stories about the climate crisis from all across the world. Are you tired of hearing these stories? Because we are tired of telling them. I could sit here for hours and tell you about climate impacts and about the oppressive system of colonization that has caused it and that has allowed it to get to where it is today. I could tell you about how hard it is for my dad to return to our village of Hanuabada, what he describes as a sleepy fishing village, but is now the capital of Port Moresby. I can tell you about how there are so few women in my generation who still wear the marks of our bulbuls, and why this is important, because the degradation and destruction of Indigenous peoples is synonymous with the climate crisis. I could tell you all of this, but so much has already been said, so much has been shared in stories, on social media, in reports, in statistics, in front of the courts. Have you been listening? With so much already said, instead, I would like to take a moment of silence to remember all of the people who've opened up their wounds and shared their stories countless times to people in positions of power, only for nothing to be done with them. A moment for 29 years of failed climate negotiations at COP, because it still continues to get at the root cause of the crisis. We know it's not simply a matter of counting emissions. And for the absurdity of this process, for having nations from around the world come here to try and plead with you why the rights of their people matter and why harm should stop being done to them. A moment for all of the youth that carry this movement, the youth and children who have put their own dreams on hold, or they don't believe that they can dream because they can't even imagine a future. Today, I stand as one here before you, but actually, I'm with thousands that have gone before me, and I stand up for thousands that will come after. What do you stand for? And what do you serve? And will you give us what we deserve and finally be the judges that serve justice? Or in a few months' time, will we have to take a moment of silence to grieve the judges that you could have been and the progress that could have been made here? My name is Mahealani Delaney, and I know what I stand for, but the world is looking at you. So please, as a judge of the world's highest court, show us the true meaning of justice.